Do you write any letters by hand? Remember what I said about school.
Mm.
By the time they teach it in school, it's irrelevant in life.
Mm.
Okay? Nobody writes letters anymore.
Mm. Yeah.
What is the fucking point in learning joined up handwriting?
Mm.
Nobody writes letters anymore. Nobody.
Mm.
Nobody. Have coordination? Yes. Have skills in art? Yes. Nobody writes letters.
Mm.
99.99% of people don't write letters. Now, is it a nice thing to write a letter? It's a nice thing to write a letter. It's a nice thing to make a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. You know,
Mm.
it's a nice thing to bake a cake. All right.
Mm. Mm.
We are happy to see our children progress, but we ought to make sure that it's in a practical and meaningful way.
Yeah.
Right. You should celebrate it because it's your child and it's her development. So it should be
Mm.
celebrated, right?
Mm.
Development should be celebrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dangers of comparison, right? I would also say, look, it's good to have a reference point of using that information on the internet
Mm.
about the skills that somebody should have. You know, it's good because maybe we forget something and we're not sure and we can check it. Um, we all progress differently. It's not the skill, it's the use. It's not the skill, it's the use. There is no
Okay.
point in learning a skill that is
Mm.
useless.
Okay.
No point. No point. My child has learned joined up handwriting. Fucking useless. Nobody writes letters. Nobody. 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 Right? You don't. Your partner doesn't. Your friends don't. Nobody. The teachers don't. Nobody. Nobody writes letters by hand. Nobody.
Mm.
It's useless. Now, in terms of developing hand-eye coordination, I think that's practical.
Mm.
That's practical to have control. Developing control is very practical. But joined up handwriting, I mean, give me a break, right? I mean,
Mm.
so that's a skill that's 25 to 30 years old. Nobody does that. It's better that you give the child a mobile phone and they learn how to code using some simple game coding program, and there are hundreds that you can get. Then they learn joined up handwriting, because do you know how many jobs they're going to be able to use joined up handwriting in? Do you know how many jobs? Zero.
Mm.
Zero jobs. Zero jobs can use that skill. Zero.
Mm.
But every job is going to use coding. Every job.
Mm.
So that's a wasted year of a child's life. Now,
Mm.
that's me being devil's advocate, okay? Don't that's me playing the other side, okay?
Mm.
And I'm good at that. I can play both sides of the argument. But we need practical skills, useful. It's not the skill, it's the use. How useful is it? And we all love to see our children progress. Yeah, I mean, small steps are big steps, right?
Mm.
Small steps are big steps. And these are beautiful things, but let's be future minded and think about what skills the world needs in the future. And learning something that you will never use. It's ridiculous. Don't be afraid that something will stop something. That because skill transference is important. Learning to ski will not stop you playing badminton. It won't conflict with that, because
Yeah.
children will adapt and transfer their
Mm.
skills. Um, like rollerblading will help you with ice skating. There'll be a crossover of skills that, or tennis might help you with badminton to a certain extent. So, it's all coordination and experience. Yeah, never push, always demonstrate.
Yeah.
It's even with with business, right? Just it's a business principle, right? You don't want to push the client to buy something. You want to be like, look at this. This is amazing,
Yeah.
right? And let your enthusiasm for a topic be the motivation for other people to be enthusiastic about it as well. And it's easier that way. There's natural ways to do things. You've got to be enthusiastic about things. The children will be happy about what we're happy about, and they'll be sad by what we're sad about. They will mirror our emotional states. Yeah. The child is not sad to leave us. The child knows that we are sad to leave them.
Yeah.
That is the way that it works.